Mistakes are a part of life, but some have had such an impact that they changed the course of history. Interestingly, the United States as we know it today might not have come into existence without a few key blunders. Today, we're examining some major errors that helped shape modern America. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Once you're done, drop a comment to tell us about other historical accidents you'd like us to explore. Let's get started with a famous misconception. While many believe Christopher Columbus sailed to prove the Earth was round, that myth has long been disproved. However, his famous voyage in 1492 was indeed influenced by his miscalculations. Columbus had trouble converting Arabic miles to Roman ones and relied on outdated maps. As a result, his trip was 8,000 miles off from what he had expected. Instead of a smooth journey to Asia, Columbus stumbled upon the Americas, forever changing the world. His unintended discovery led to devastation for the indigenous peoples of the Americas, the rise of European colonization, and eventually the creation of the United States. Jumping ahead to 1979, the United States witnessed its most serious nuclear incident at 3 Mile Island. A combination of mechanical failure and human oversight led to a partial meltdown. While no lives were lost, the accident had a lasting effect on American attitudes toward nuclear power. This single event contributed to a national reliance on fossil fuels and the hesitation to embrace alternative energy sources that still exist today. Moving back in time to the American Civil War, we find another critical mistake. General Robert E. Lee's orders for a Confederate attack in Maryland, known as Special Orders 191, were accidentally left behind. A Union soldier stumbled upon the plans, allowing the Union Army to intercept and defeat Lee's forces at Antietam. This victory gave President Abraham Lincoln the momentum he needed to issue the Emancipation Proclamation, turning the war into a fight against slavery. Fast forward to 1961, and we have the failed Bay of Pigs invasion, a botched attempt by the U.S. to overthrow Fidel Castro's government in Cuba. Due to a miscommunication about time zones, crucial air support arrived late, resulting in a disaster for the American-backed forces. This failure escalated tensions between the U.S. and Cuba, eventually leading to the Cuban Missile Crisis. Next, we look at a linguistic misunderstanding with devastating consequences. In 1945, as the United States awaited Japan's response to surrender terms at the end of World War II, Japanese Premier Kantaro Suzuki used the word tokusatsu in his response. The word has multiple meanings, including to ignore or to withhold comment. Unfortunately, the US interpreted it as defiance, and the decision to drop atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki soon followed. While it's unclear how much the mistranslation factored into the decision, the consequences were catastrophic. A lesser-known but crucial moment in American history occurred during George Washington's surprise attack on the Hessians at Trenton. A farmer tried to warn the Hessian commander of Washington's advance, but the commander was too busy playing cards and didn't read the warning message. This allowed Washington to secure a pivotal victory in the American Revolution, one that could have easily slipped away. And then there's the story of Xerox and Apple. In the 1970s, Xerox's Palo Alto Research Center, PARC, was at the cutting edge of technological innovation. Steve Jobs visited the facility and came away inspired by the use of a graphical interface and a mouse, ideas that would shape Apple's future products. Xerox, meanwhile, missed the opportunity to capitalize fully on its innovations, while Apple went on to dominate the tech industry. Finally, we arrive at the early 2000s, when the US housing market boomed, only to crash spectacularly in 2008. The risky practice of offering subprime mortgages to unqualified buyers led to a wave of foreclosures and triggered the Great Recession. The economic fallout continues to affect the housing market today, making homeownership a distant dream for many. So which of these historical mistakes do you think had the biggest impact? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching this video. Before we end the video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.